Lately I've been staring at the dark. Turn my inner demons into art. Struggle with the pain inside my heart. Wish I didn't care about what they say. What you want to say, what you want to say, what you want to say, what you want. Say what you want to say, 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 what you want no one.
Gotta get up every morning. Big boss getting richer every minute. Oh no. Big boss, oh no. You gotta get up every morning. Big boss getting richer every minute. Oh no. me feel good. Make me feel good.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, traders. How is everybody doing today? I think we're going to try to boost this mic a bit here before we get started. How's everybody doing? Stopped out on Euro again. At least we got a couple PTs this time. I'd like to boost this. Advanced audio. This. Can I not boost this channel? Volume. It's a sync offset. That's not what I'm looking for. You'd think I would be able to boost this, but I guess not. I don't know. I just feel like the mic volume is kind of low when it's live streaming. When it's a YouTube video, it's not. So I don't know. If I click that off, does that help? I don't know, man. Does that help? Like, the shit is at 100%, you know? The shit is literally at 100%. Boost it. Can we boost it up a bit? We can boost it in the software here. Boost it. Can we get a boost? I think that helps it. I think that helps it. Put the mic gain up too. Does that help it? I think that helps it a bit. I think. We'll go with that, man. And try that for today. So, what are we going to get into today? We're going to get into some charts, like always. Have a look at the bigger time frame here. Just clean this up. We're going to clean up some charts today. Big level to hold to the downside for Bitcoin. It's going to be this. Might as well just pull this right over to here. That's the big level to hold. 58. Gotta hold 58. Would be cool if they just held here, but you know, probably because they've taken liquidity now. Testing this move here. Just take this off for a second. Let's have a quick look over here. Probably testing this. There's still this too. So yeah, I'm testing this. This move that made this peak. kind of the levels you want to be watching to the upside. So we are kind of in the rejection zone. You know, we're in the liquidity zone of this. They've taken liquidity here too now. And this is also a 4 hour, probably a daily. Let me just have a look at the daily here. Oops. It's the daily move that made this high. So it's the daily move to reject. Daily move to reject, and the 4 hour failure to gain. 4 hour failure to gain is right there too. So a lot of things here for Bitcoin to reject. We'll see if they hold this. And then we'll see if they hold this. There's kind of some levels to the downside to look at. Yeah. Bit of a pullback is probably okay, I would think. Really, they need to hold above this though for this to continue, right? It's also this up here too. Few levels to look at, right? Alright, just look at the daily here again. So bottom side of that. This is the absolute like last level to hold. Cannot be below that. Anything really below here is going to be okay, fair game for taking re-ads, especially underneath that liquidity. So anywhere down here is going to be okay for taking re-ads, and really this is the absolute last level to hold. It would be better if they held something up in here. So it's kind of the levels to look out for in Bitcoin. ES. So ES, you know, starting to look kind of toppy. Failing the 4 hour here. Taking the liquidity out from underneath here. Probably see some kind of gain here at this point. Kind of hard to trade this though, man. Like the stops are too big for me, man. So Dixie making new lows here in this range. Not the coolest. I really wanted them to hold that, so. You know, taking the liquidity out from underneath here. Kind of want to watch this area, right? Like if they start getting back above this, then you know it's going to be like a launch pad a little bit. But they got some work to do at this point, right? I would need to see them up here and then come back down, test something. Yeah, they got a bit of work to do at this point for the Dixie. Still like it. I still like a short, you know, and I still like a Dixie long. They did have a little gain down here. Just missed it, you know. But like we're in kind of no man's land. I hate when they do liquidity sweep like that and we're in no man's land, you know. It's not my type of trade. Because they could come down now and test like something a little bit lower, right? Are they testing the top of this? They are. There's still a level here to the downside. They haven't really tested yet. Close. they're close to it. But you know, one more sweep would be pretty easy to go and test that. So not quite there yet. It would be a good rough front run if this is where they left it. So today we're gonna spend time just on the screeners, man, and just look for value. Look for value in the dumpster is what we're gonna be about. So I've already gone through this list once. I left off at NFE. Is that right at the end or what? Just kind of go through this list a little bit, see if we can find anything of it's good, you know. This is what trading looks like to me, you know what I mean? So it looks kind of interesting. This one looks a little interesting to me. Weekly breaker to the upside, and then holding this level, gaining the daily. You know, this one looks a little bit more interesting to me than the bullshit that we play on the futures, man. Gaining the daily here too, so this looks okay. This may hold. There's kind of a level like a little bit more to the downside here. You just put this on the monthly here for a sec. Yeah. Kind of really wanted them to hold there, you know what I mean? Should have a monthly gain here and holding this. This is, you know, this is the level to hold for this. So you can have your stop right here. You know, that is going to be kind of far though, right? 15%. I think this one will go in the portfolio today. Worth a shot, worth a stab at it. Next level down is like this here, so it could re-add there. This is worth a stab for sure. It's a monthly gain, so you know, looking for this 65%. Not bad, not too shabby. Yeah, this looks looking like it's, you know, making moves to turn around on the bigger time frame. So yeah, it's in the weekly gain position too. So he gained. This is the first test back on this weekly. No, this looks good. This looks like what kind of setup I would take. Yeah, try to get up here. See, they could. Sid. On the New York Stock Exchange. Sometimes I can't buy these in my bigger portfolio. I have to look. Let's see. Yeah, this looks good. Oh, this is... Jesus, just clean this up a bit, man. Let's get this a little ordered, a little bit better here, man. This trading software, fuck me, man. You know. Okay. Okay, that's what I'm going with here. Yeah, this is still in the range, right, to go. I like it. See if I can. Try to get in on this. Not like a huge shot, but you know, to buy 100 of these or whatever. Cool. I would look to see how that goes. I'm gonna put this in on the pink list. It's getting added. It's getting added today. Well, where was I here now? This one doesn't look too bad either, man. Gaining the daily here. Gaining the daily. Look at the gain a weekly though. At least. Freshworks, eh? Freshworks. It's in the spot to hold, right? It's just, you know, with ones like this, it's like, holy shit, man, you know? But, you know, this is a one that, you know, I don't love it. I don't love ones that are like in just complete nosedives. I like there to be like some kind of, you know, some kind of structure that we had before to look at, you know. Just a complete nosedive like that, it's not the coolest. Here's another one. Idrum Communications. Idrum. Gaining the weekly. Gaining 2 weeklies. Holding on to this. Looks okay, you know. This must be a monthly. Yeah, holding on to this, you know, it looks okay for a pop anyway, for a pop back up to here. Maybe just test this. 34. Still 30% up to there. Gaining the daily here too. Gaining the daily and the weekly. I'm gonna give this one a pop too. A drum. A drum. Let's link this shit. Link green. Link green. A drum. 26, 26, yes. Give this one a little late to the party here, but not too late. Yeah, not too late at all. Do you like how this one gained the weekly? Pretty good move. Gained 2 weeklies on that, right? So, move back up to here is not out of the question. It's not out of the question, boys. Not out of the question, is it? A drum. Get this in. Not many though. 10, maybe. Okay. Get this guy on the pinky. Get this guy on the pink. Pink. This one's close to gaining a weekly. We got going on here. This one looks okay too. Yeah, I like it a little bit lower actually. See, it's just ones like this I don't really like too much, man, because like, you know, this is in absolute no man's land, so there's no telling how far this can go down, right? This thing looks like it's ready to go again too. A little bit late. Bit late, but it is gaining the weekly now. Did gain it daily back here. There's a nice gap down here. Maybe put an order in there. Filled this gap pretty good too, right? Testing the daily move that made this low perfectly. But gaining this weekly too. So a retest of this is probably where we want to be. This one looks okay on a retest. We'll see if they do it, you know. This one's so cheap too. It's a buck with potential to go to, you know, up here or here, $1.75, 30%, and then who knows if it gets crazy, it could go up here. This one's so cheap, I might as well, right? GSAT. You know, I don't like how this... I don't really love this one, man, really. Let's just pass on it. Okay. QDEL. What are we looking at? What are we saying? Nah, nothing to talk about yet. Gained it daily, but nothing to talk about really yet. This one is in the zone. In the zone. In the zone, you know. Not quite as low as I like it though. I'm gonna just take a pot shot. It's not gonna be at that. Cabo. Really? It's on the monthly here. This one did gain the daily here. Pretty far away from a weekly gain, I think. Let me see here. Oh, not super far. So we'll see. It's almost gaining the weekly. This one might be on the list here. It's kind of an important level, right? If we start getting over top of this and we hold that, might be this might be one to look at. Yeah, this is going on the alerts. This one didn't. Oh, this one did give an opportunity. Gain the weekly, and then holding it, gaining it again on the inside. Doesn't look too bad, but it's the stop is kind of rough here. At this point, we're kind of a little late to the party. A 45% stop. Fuck that. A little late to the party, but you know, on this daily gain would have been good right here. A few days ago, last week. So this guy gaining the weekly too. Just no liquidity here with this, man, so I can't really trade that. Okay, that's that. So let's just clear off this list. Went through all those. And we left off at HLFFF. Might as well put the NQ1 bang up here for you guys. If you guys want to see it, you can. Whew, big rejection on the NQ. Just have a look at this for a second. Failing the daily. Oh, I talked about this yesterday, dude. Remember? NQ failing the daily, eh? You guys can look in the VOD. Yeah, they failed it, and they tested it perfectly too, right? You know. Fuck, man. If I was trading this instead of the ES, I would have done a lot better. Really, I think it's gonna be kind of like this level down here. It's the big levels here. This guy here. I think this area, probably underneath this. You know, there's liquidity under here, so there's a gap here. So I'm just gonna put the line right there, you know. look at some of this stuff. See if this top end holds. Could hold. In an area for it to hold now. We shall see. Anyway, back to looking at dumpster divers. So I'm just looking at one. I have the filter here set up to look for, you know, things that are down on the year, 30%. And then I'm just scanning through them and looking for any kind of something, things that have gained, right? Like things that have like a, you know, some kind of an uptick. So I can look a little bit closer at the chart. There's literally like a million, you know, there's a million fucking charts. This one's a little too far gone on that guy. Hard to tell on these stupid line charts, but good enough for scanning through and then creating a little list, you know. I really need something, you know, I need to talk to a programmer and get this shit done automatically, man, because it's just getting ridiculous. Just sit here all day and like look through this shit. Stupid. Just send me a list of things that have gained the weekly, you know. That's it. So we'll look at that too. So this is like a 3-month chart, you know. Could really even bring it down to 1 month. Probably pick out the weekly gains. You know, like here, this might be one to look at. This one looks like it might have gained the weekly. This one's off to the races, right? Off to the races. I don't think this gained anything. This one looked like it gained the weekly, but it's off to the races already. We can check it out though. This one gained, but back here. Too late. Too late on this guy. Too late on some of these, you know? This one might be something. Gotta be a better way to do this though, and this is brutal. Just look for some things that are interesting, you know? It's really it. Just looking for things that may be interesting. let's look through those. Back at the start. So this one, no, because it's a nightmare. We don't want full-on nightmares, just like little bit ones. This one again, kind of full-on nightmare. We don't want ones that are at like all-time low. All-time low is a no-go. See, like we want to move like this, when it's come down and then it gained. Yeah, and then we want to catch it when it's here. This one is looks like it's close to a gain, so we can put this one on in the watch list and put an alert on it. Yes, give me an alert. ALGT. Yes. Get it on the blue. Get it on the blue watcher. Oh, this one's full on nightmare. Can't have those. Can't have the full on nightmares. That's for sure. Zip. No. Nightmare. This one's getting close. Nice daily gain here. So it doesn't look too bad. This one doesn't look too bad at all. Not holding where they need to here. If it gains, just let me know, bro. Let me know. Get this guy on the what is this RY? Get this on the old checker list later. The later on checker list. What do we have here? What do we have here? Again, this one wiped out. Nah, see, like, this is why we don't take nightmare situations. Something a little bit more. Wow. Wow, look at this. Let's find it. Let's look for it. Let's switch this to the monthly here for a sec. What is this thing, man? This is the low here. This is the monthly move. Not quite there yet, Yeah, not quite there yet. If it had like a good move, then maybe, yeah, sure. We can get her just on the list. We'll get her on the list, but we won't put any like alert thing on it. I TA'd this one before. Yeah, this one still looks okay, because even though I just don't like how it's like, you don't know how low these can go, These can go to 0. Yeah, nah. No. So bad, right? This one doesn't look too bad. Already gained the weekly. Not holding where they needed to, yeah. Just untested weekly level here. Would have been good to just be in it already, but This one should go on the watch list. I'm sure it gained a daily too, right? Yeah. You know, if it pulls back and tests this weekly, it's not too bad of a place to get it. There's there's quite a far way up before this is the first level right here, right? So it's still a little bit, even just to that is another 15% from here. If you get it from here, that's like the first level of support or of resistance, sorry. It's about 20%. So next one up is there, so this would be worth it if you could get it. Next one up is like 40%. This gap here. Not too shabby really. It looks okay to me. Holding where it needs to. Would have been nicer if it held up here, but you know, still holding this. This is not nothing. Let's have a look at the monthly. So it's like the 6-month move that made the low. Not quite. Three-month? Yeah, it's the 3-month. Did they take the liquidity here or no? Is this just a liquidity move? Never know, right? No, they held it. So I don't know. Holding there is okay, man. I think there's no. Let me just look at the monthly again and the weekly. Yeah, there is kind of weekly, monthly swings here to get through. So it's going to be a little bit of a chore. But this on a pullback, it looks okay, man. Really. I think I'm gonna put it in order for this guy on a pullback of this daily. Hopefully we get some daily liquidity grab underneath here, but I'll still have my orders in at 765. 12% stop, that's not too bad. So this is going to be a limit order, and it's going to be for 20 maybe. Good till closed. Limit 760, 770, 174. So we're going to put it 775. 775. Should put a little alarm on this guy so I know if it gets down there. Yep. We'll see. We'll see. A little late to the party on this guy, but we'll see if they could do a retest. We'll see if we get it. Not 100%, but maybe. Calculator here. Calculation. Anyway, how are you guys doing today, man? 75. Okay, we got the order in on this guy. We'll see if it gets tagged. I don't know if it will or not. We'll never know with this stuff. TWI. Going into this one, I guess. Zip. Nope. It's back on the weekly. Did gain the weekly down here and gain the daily. I don't know. It's I just, you know, look at that. So bad. So bad, bro. Just dumpster diving today for stocks, and not sure we're gonna find what we're gonna find, but we're gonna find some. Nah. I don't mind this. I don't mind it if it gains this weekly. I don't mind it. We'll see if it gains this weekly. Get an alert on it. I'm gonna do something with the alerts too, boys. I'm gonna get you know, all the weekly alerts that we're just gonna get them to automatically post into the Discord, so you guys can see them. Did I look at this one already? Yeah, I did. Gaining weekly. Don't mind this guy. Already have him on the alert list. Comes back down and closes this gap. This is okay, you know. Look at it pre-market though. It's a little late. We're a little late to the party on this guy. What are you gonna do though? The daily gain was way down here. It gained the weekly, and then didn't even really give a retest, you know. Really, if we got a little bit of a, yeah, I don't know. This is too far to put it. The stop's too far at this point. If it comes back down there, we'll get notified. Put it in the notification one anyway. No open trades going in on it or anything. This one's a little bit off from gaining the weekly. Big daily gain here. And a retest. I think we got notified on this a couple days ago, but can't remember. Looks like the notification went off. I just didn't take the trade. But yeah, if I would have saw it here, this is okay to take a trade, right? Even if you're above the daily, it's fine. Because this is, you know, this kind of setup is good for you to see, like, you know, it had weekly closes above the previous high, and then coming back down, testing this weekly, you know, kind of the stuff that you want to see. Gets above here. Can look at trades down here, in here. And keep this on the old blue list. Keep her on the old blue list. Oh, this thing's blasting off too, yeah. Just ripping. Gain the weekly, but like, I don't know. I don't like this kind of I don't like this kind of stock, man. Yeah. Revance Therapeutics. I don't know, bro. I don't know, brother. You know? It's just really yeah, I don't know. This one looks a little bit nicer. Gaining the weekly. This thing made it an inside, but still is okay, I think. So retested this weekly, might be pretty good to go. And holding where it needs to, right? Kind of move is this back up to here? 30%. %. Not too bad. I think there's better stuff to trade. This thing. Really. This is kind of the area to hold. Gained the weekly before, pumped it, and failed it. Yeah, I don't love it, you know. Look at something else. This thing is a dumpster fire. Wow. Really at the absolute last level here, right? Let's just mark this out on the chart. Mark this out too. Yeah, that. You know, this one's going to be on my list to look at. We start gaining that weekly. Not too bad. So I'll put this on the old watch list. Get her on there. Nothing to do right this second, but this can go on the watch list. This guy gaining the weekly down here too. Doesn't look too bad. Honestly, even like right here, right now. Could have a little bit of a pullback, but you know, I'd like to see a little bit more of a gain. This will just go on the watch list too, but I'd like to just see a bit more of a gain here. Not just like a little bit. I'd like to see a move like up here and then pull and then a retest. You know, kind of like this one did, you know, boom, boom. What kind of move was this? 40%. Let's go, you know. They are gaining this. Pre-market, we're down. I'd like to see a little bit more of a move, honestly. Pre-market down just a bit. They did gain it. This is going in the watch list. Disaster. Yeah, nothing to look at with this guy either. Failed the weekly, more down. This guy looks a little bit interesting. 65 cents. You have to see a weekly close, but this one kind of looks interesting. If I see a weekly close above $1, could be interesting. Be a fucking huge stop. Tell you what, 44% stop. I don't know about that. This thing motors though when it does go. Did this gain up here? No, didn't. Yeah, this could just fizzle out. Kind of need to see something, you know. Ones like this, just crazy. Just crazy talk. NRDY. I don't really like this one either. Did gain the daily. Could be in like a daily trade with your stop and profit, but they made new lows too. No. This one looks interesting. Not quite making a daily gain, but this one looks interesting though for sure. You know, it's kind of at the level. Kind of hard, it's kind of shaky back here, right? This is the absolute low here. This would be kind of the level to hold for continuation. Just get this on here. And there's liquidity there. 24 cents. So, I don't know, this is the level to hold for continuation, but I need to see a weekly gain first, right? Problem is, when these things weekly gain, it gives you like, it doesn't give you much time, man. You know? When they weekly gained over here, they give you a little bit of time. Fuck, did this thing pump, yeah? Pump like crazy. So, you know, we can, they did kind of gain it over here a little bit, right? I'd like to see it back above this again. And then take a stab at it. Get her on the old watch list. What's this one? Oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't. They did gain this. This would be they did gain the daily here. It's not even a daily gain, really. Yeah. Just not the best setup over here is the problem with this guy. And then that's that for that. All right, clear the list out. back to the scanner. Let's have a quick peek on the market. Yeah, Bitcoin kind of starting to look a little toppy here. Okay, back to searching through these scanners. I really need to talk to somebody about this. This one looks good. Maybe one of these. Maybe this. Nice gain. Hard to tell with just off of this stuff, you know. This one gained for sure. Late to the party. Wow, what happened here? Boom. Look out. Look out, boys. Look out. I'll be right back, boys. boy. Oi. All right. This thing's probably gonna dump now, I'm sure. When I'm out of positions. Anyway, back to stock screening. That's it. Let's just look at these ones that we've just picked up. TSE. Ugh, dumpster. Just dumpster diving today, folks. Just dumpster diving. Just looking for trash. This one looks okay. Want to retest? Get an order in on this guy. Yeah, this guy looks okay. This guy looks alright on a retest, yeah. I don't know if we'll get it though. Just retesting this weekly, you know what I mean? Should have had orders here already. What's going on? You have to put it at the top of the weekly here. Yeah, kind of running away with it. You can put a deep order in here. I don't know if we'll get it. Put it right here around 4:30. Try to target up there. Yeah, it's worth trying anyway. This fucking thing went, man. Let's see if we get a test. They already took the liquidity too, right? You know, I don't know if we'll get it, but we'll try it at 440. I really don't know if we'll get it. It looks like they've already tried to test it there. But who knows? I might as well just put it at the daily, man, really. 428. Putting it out at 428, yeah. MNTX. We'll see if we get it or not. We might. 429, 430. Put it at. Good deal closed. We'll see if we get it. We might not. Might have missed it. Might have missed it, yo. Doesn't look bad either. Getting the weekly retesting. Like to see a daily gain, but this one looks okay too, really. Jesus, man. I mean, that's a huge move just back there. Just gonna buy this one right here, right now, basically. Should have already been in it, but it's not too far off. Did have a weekly gain here too, right? So basically, where you know, this is where you would want to buy it. This, trying to turn it around here. This is the spot to hold. It's only 15% down to the stop out point, so I think we're just gonna fire this one in. Whatever the fuck this is. Gourmet burgers. I'm in the burger game. I love burgers so much. Just love burgers so much, and I'm in the burger game now. Mostly invest in burgers. Mostly invest in burgers, guys. So this one's just going in at market right when it opens. Let's get her on the old list here. Yeah. Pink list. We're gonna own it. Nah. Ugh. What do you do with this? You know? What can you do with this? Just close to gaining though, right? Kind of close to gaining. Better put an alert on this guy. Better get an alert on this guy. Better get an alert on him. This one I don't mind. Showing signs of a reversal, you know? Gaining the daily off of this shit. Holding this too looks pretty good. Would like to see a weekly gain. This is the weekly continuation spot, you know? See, maybe they'll give us a little re-add, you know? Even need to put a lot into this, man, you know? A couple $100. This thing could break loose, man, and go nuts. Or it could go to zero. Really, you want to catch them when they're here, right? You want to catch them when they're here, and the first time that it's doing it on the you know, especially ones like that look like this, because this could just piddle out and die. But this does look okay, man, for a trade anyway. You never know, it could go. It's been making new highs, right? Gains the weekly here. Gains the weekly. I'd like to look at getting in. It's already touched it. Let's see if it crosses it again. All right. Get her on the old watch list. Get her on the old watch list. These are shit, I think. Yeah. Okay, clear that out. Back to the old scanner. Back to the old scanner. Back to the old scanner-ranner. Like, let me just look at this real quick. Robotics. So does Richard Robotics, did that gain anything? No, it's just you need a bigger move on this thing. So did Urban 1? This one? This one's close, but no cigar. So you need an even bigger move than this. Maybe this one? U1? This is another. This is just a different exchange, maybe. What about this? This is what this one looks like. Like, is this the pattern I should be looking for over here? Whoa. This one died. Wouldn't touch that. What about this? Century Casinos. Is this enough of a gain? No. Not even that is enough. You need it to really be blasting on this. Like this, maybe. Even this didn't gain the weekly. Did have a daily gain. This one might be in a position. Oh, wow. What a disaster. What happened? Happened last week. In all fairness, they did have a weekly gain here and then blasted it after taking out the lows. What about this guy? This guy's got to be something. This guy's what we're talking about. Still want to wait for a daily retest though, at least to hear. Gaining the weekly though, nice. So the bottom of the weekly maybe like this, something like this, $1.35. $1.35, maybe $1.40. It's kind of what I'd be looking at. You can see last time it gained a weekly, came all the way back down, right? So even here, this gained the weekly and it came all the way down to the weekly body. So I don't know. I put it in at $1.35. Call it a day. This thing has tested now though, right? Took the liquidity. Oh, this thing is so shit, man. Just dumpster diving, man. Just dumpster diving for shit stocks and just trying to find some value. So bad, man. You know, this is a weekly gain. It's a pretty big move, man. It's a 60% move. This is 22% down. Not too bad of a stop for like this trash. We'll see. Might as well throw it in. $137. I'm gonna put it in at $137. Let's see if I can even buy it. I'll market open in 15 minutes here, boys. It's on the NASDAQ, yeah. Oh god, this is a blockchain something. Yeah, it's gonna be at 137 is where we're gonna put it. Even a little bit higher, I think. Yeah, 135 maybe. Yeah, 135. 135 we'll put it at. So this is blockchain something. It's just going straight off of Bitcoin. Bitcoin's price pump over the last little while. That's the only reason why this thing's pumping. So I feel like Bitcoin's gonna reject. So maybe buying this one's not the greatest idea. Yeah, fuck it. I'm not gonna buy lots. 150 maybe. Limit, good till closed. We'll put it at 135, 136. We'll see if that gets tagged. I don't know. I don't know if it will or not, but this is where our orders are going to be. Even though this is literally just pumping just because Bitcoin is pumping. That's the only reason this thing has anything to do with anything, I'm sure. Get this on there. All right. I guess we'll wait until the market open here. See if anything fancy is gonna happen. I think that's gonna be it for me entering, looking at stocks. Kind of done with them. I wanted to look at over the one list here though, this list, and see everything that's in here. A bunch of things that I had in here. I'm not getting the decent retest on the on this. This one looks good to go. I don't know why I have this in here though. It was just one that I was watching. Should have took a trade is what I should have done. I didn't take a trade on this. It's kind of up where it needs to be now though. Gaining where it needs to. Holding where it needed to. You know, holding this where it needed to. Should have took a trade on that guy. This guy had a big weekly gain. This would have been a really good one to take too, right? It's exactly what I look for. You know, gaining this daily. Orly. This one went out in it's a mid-range trade. It's kind of better if it's down here, right? Gonna wait on this guy. It's kind of mid-range. I like it down here. This guy gained the weekly and retested and blasted already. So not too much to say on this guy. At the failure spot. Zap. Oh, this thing's just off to the races, man. We had an order in down here, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But a little late on this guy. Yeah, they did a retest, but just they didn't take it deep enough, you know. Too bad. This one really ripped. It's a ripper. Probably going to here. think I have that marked out now. Yeah. Did make new lows here. It's kind of what we were looking for. Like to see a daily gain, you know, at least. Really like to see a weekly gain, but I really like this a little bit lower. Fast. This guy gains the weekly, holding on where it needs to. Did a retest already on it. It's too bad. Yeah, they retested it right here. So this trade's underway. If I would have saw this 2 days ago, I would have had an order in. If I would have saw this when it was up here. Yeah. They're petering out at the weekly. Nothing super good. This guy gained the weekly. Not a huge retest. I'd like if it came back to this level, it would be okay. But I don't know if it's coming back now. Not the nicest over here. Did already give the trade though here and here. Gaining the daily. PayPal did gain the weekly here a little while ago. Gaining the weekly again on the inside trend. This kind of looks good to go too, man, really. They're in the kind of the long-term level. Would be okay on a retest of that daily there. You know, they're just in the zone here that you're looking for. And looking for a move here on PayPal, you know, like a move back up here or back up here. Really up here would be best, taking the liquidity there. 123. Even to 81 would be okay. I think we might see one more push down. And wait on that one. Keep calm. Ecom looks pretty good for a short. Tell you guys the truth. Weekly gain retest, but yeah, I don't really like that one. I don't even know why this is on the list. A few days ago, it kind of tested where it needed to for the daily move. This was the entry. Didn't quite get to it. I mean, they did kind of, but would have been fine, but didn't take it, so it doesn't really matter. This one should just come off the list now. This one we're waiting. This one still looks good, man, to me if it comes back down. Looking for like $11 on this guy. I don't know if we'll get it, because there's this here, so it might just bounce that. But I like $11. It might. Some cryptos now too in this list. Just ones that we were watching here. We can get the cryptos off this list really. I look at them in the top 50 anyway. Yeah, short playing. Yeah, I can't trade this shit, man. This is coming off the list. Can't trade this shit. I don't know. This one doesn't look too bad, really, man. Let's get an alert on this guy. Just gonna watch the market open here too. Let's just check and see if we have any. We got market open in 1 minute here. Any news or anything today? What day is it today? Wednesday. 12:30. 12:30. We got action. This sell off, you know. Tried to short here. I think I tried to short there too, man. Really pissed off, man. Bit ridiculous. And then how many times was I short on this, you know, during the week? Fuck me. Yeah, so this one does look okay. Gaining the weekly. Want to retest of that, man? Looks all right. Probably gonna go to 25 now. But if it did come back, it wouldn't be too bad. 21. There's a gap here. I can take this gap. 22. Try there. 22. 22.35. Yeah, I don't care if the driver's available, man. I do not care, man. Really should just put it on the top of this, right? 22.55. 22.55. See if we get a little retest on this guy. Okay, let's see if that works. 22.55. This guy's close to a weekly too, huh? Oh yeah, we already got one on him. So these are some of the ones that we were looking at. This is actually can come down a bit, right? It can come down to here. These are ones that we were looking at before. They're all set up on the list here already. So we'll have to have a look at these guys. This one should have an order. Did I put an order in on this guy? I think I did. So this guy getting close, really. Had the daily gain already. This one, I don't know why I put this on the list. Really, this is it's just too shit. It's just too not good to be on, you know. Would be cool if this guy came back. Yeah, I have an order on this guy already at 136. Yeah. So let's see if that gets triggered there. So I have some orders out there, man. You know, honestly, I feel like my time is better spent doing that than trading bullshit fucking futures. You know. Bullshit 15-minute futures, you know, it's not. Yeah, your trades just are better when you're playing the weeklies and the dailies, man. It's just how it works, man. It's better. How many points is this? Yeah, you know, like every stop is like a 10-point stop here. Stupid. Doesn't look very convincing. So, I don't know. I'd rather just scan charts, I think, and just scan through some charts. It's probably not as good. A bit boring. But I'm gonna get this thing on like automation, man, and get at least get the alerts. I'm gonna get the alerts to just automatically alert in a Discord channel, so at least that there'll be alerts going out in Discord for when things approach the weekly, or like I like it when there's a weekly gain, so that's what I'm gonna put. That's what I look for when there's a weekly gain. And once there's a weekly gain, you can just look. You can keep it on a watch list and look yourself for what's going on. Cool. So I think that's where we're gonna leave it. A bit boring today, but starting to get the hang of this stock screener anyway. So can put a little bit more time into that, and then you know, find some juicers, right? It's mainly what we're looking for, is just the juice. Can we get the juice? This is having a monthly gain, man. A monthly gain. How can it have a monthly gain and not a weekly gain? No, it's not having a monthly shit. Not having a monthly anything. How about this guy? How about this guy? Came down. This guy gained just on this thing right here. What this guy? This guy. This one looks interesting too. Data holdings, sure. Let's just have a look at these last few, yeah. Get this on the weekly. Get this on the weekly, guys. This one looks interesting. You know, having a weekly gain down here. This one looks interesting. See if we can get above that. This one's doesn't look too bad to just take pot shots at it, right? Bit late to the party on this guy. A couple days ago would have been good. Bit late now. What to do, man? What to do? This one, another one that looks pretty good, man. Bit late to the party though. Gaining the weekly down here. This is where I would have liked to get into it, you know what I mean? Like this is where, if I saw this, I would have put an order in here, right? And I usually front run it, so this is where I would have been in. First spot is this gap. It's a pretty big move, man. Even from here to the gap, it's like fucking 100% move, dude. That's why like these ones are, you know, I don't know. It just, for me, it's just easier doing things this way. You know what I mean? Because I can look at these charts at any time because they're on big time frames. So I can just look at them anytime I want. I don't have to show up here for market open if I don't want to, you know. It's just a much more lax way of trading, right? Fucking chill. This is another one. Would have been good. Would have been good to get into. I do like this daily gain on this side. And this one looks okay, actually. Gained the weekly, came back down, tested the weekly. We're a bit late to this one again. But if we can get this to come back just a bit, 412 maybe, 416, $430 even. That's chasing it a bit, but 418 I think. Trying to hold this now, but how's it look on this side? All-time low, yeah. All-time low, but like, you know, it's just starting to turn around, right? Like they're holding where they need to, right? So, like I said, a bit late to this party, but it's not super late yet. But 421 maybe. 418 I think is where I'd like to try to get it. 420. I mean, we're just at the weekly gain spot right now. It could just smash in. This thing rips when it rips. Like, look at it. I think I'm just gonna smash in on this guy. Fuck it. Not lots, you know, not tons, but some. Just market day amount 50 maybe. 436. It's actually down a bit. It's kind of where I wanted to get it, so let's do 75 here. This is delayed. This must be delayed because I have it's gone down a bit. Just gonna add this guy to the old basically at entry. Okay, I think that's enough with playing with stocks today, man. You know, I did my best to try to go through a bunch of these things. Let's just go through the rest of these. No. This one doesn't look bad. I kind of missed this one. Did I already talk about this one? Must have. Kind of missed this one already. Should be in this trade already. taking that. And then no. Okay, so the rest of these are Dunsky. Really, what I like to do is just like find a way to export all this shit into, just put it all into a chart so I don't have to do it all manually. Stupid, yeah. This one looks pretty good too. I do not mind. Yeah. Gaining, I like I gained a weekly down here. Don't like how it made new lows, but it is kind of holding on to where it needs to here, right? This is the move that made the all-time low. Yeah. So it could go a little bit lower, but maybe somewhere down here. It's fucking far way away, man. Far way down. That's a far way down, man. Cool. Well, I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna end her there, boys. Thank you guys for stopping in. That's been Dumpster Diving Charts with Jay. Looks like yes, gonna pump this at least for a bit. I'd watch out for the liquidity above this and rejecting this level. For you boys that are longing it. Yeah, this level too. This level too, actually. And that's how the cookie crumbles. All right, boys. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys tomorrow.